It's a poem of sorts. It's Vanessa McClure. I found it a bit over a year ago and I finished it slightly. I'm going to title it, I think it's called Find a Safe Space from Female Rage. Let's unite to offer a gargantuan fuck off to all those talking heads, those self-serving political lowlives can no longer pretend that this vicious and infantile ideology has not been allowed to run around outside its playpen for way too long. Buckle up. Fuck those who mutely stood by when women point out the obvious risks of letting men do whatever the fuck they want, go wherever the fuck they like, so long as they say the magic words, I identify as a woman. Fuck those who decried all women as dinosaurs hoarding their rights. Fuck the desperate aging sleds like Billy Bragg gasping the mantra, trans women are women, as they struggle to remain relevant and afloat in the age of TikTok and the fans they suspect will not read anything longer than 3 or 4 words. Fuck Labour, fuck the Animal Justice Party, that one's for you, Sue. Fuck the Greens, that one's for me and I'm sure many others here. Who have mumbled and prevaricated when asked for their definition of a woman and who pandered and fetched the fucking Kleenex for men in dresses and crazed children who they felt they'd been misgendered. Boo fucking who? Fuck the ABC and all the spineless, fact-diverse media hacks who refer to men as she, her, and to the surgically altered young women as he, him, while remaining unaffected to the consequences of the lies they knowingly spread. Or journos who sat at their laptops furtively hoping that it would not be their own daughters who was mown down by a rugby player who'd been overcome by girly feels or snapped by an iPhone slid under the curtain of a gender-neutral change room. Note to self, they thought, try and earn enough cash through churning out this utter shite so that I can afford a private female carer, a migrant woman on minimum wage will do, to look after the aging women in my family so they don't get prodded by a bloke in a dress when they need intimate care. Because at such times, everyone knows what a woman is. And you don't want a bloke who's just recently decided he's called Samantha, changing your mum's pad, do you? Fuck the Eurocrats who chewed on this dangerous social experiment in small countries and used us as testing grounds to see how much damage to women's rights they could possibly get away with. Turns out it's a fucking lot. Fuck Victor and the endless Soji committees waving a nightmare progress flag that looks like a car crash on a 90s website. Fuck all those who abuse the concept of inclusion in order to destroy women's rights and patronisingly use this word to sneer at us and lecture women who sought to debate the consequence of flat earth gender policies. Fuck those involved who include the fight for gay and lesbian rights and equal marriage in disingenuous and ill-thought-out analogies, especially those who weren't even born at the time and can't be asked reading the truth. Fuck ACON, grinding away to line its own pockets with glitter bucks from vacuous diversity schemes and unicorn training workshops.
Yes.
Fuck the universities that let them in and help them hold down a fluffy pillow on the faces of educational discourse. These people and these organisations cannot be let off the hook when they snivel that they didn't know. We've been trying to talk about this for fucking years. You supported the ones trying to shout down our events, remember? Or were they just trying to be kind? So in summary, we, the women, we want our fucking stuff back. We want our women's prisons, our women's sports, our women's refuges, our women's bogs. Our own right to self-sex care, our own fucking words. And we will not wish for all you jelly-spined, bloviating, cowardly politicians and hacks, especially not for those who feebly wring their hands now, backtracking on the mantras because they're so fucking stupid that they only just realised that adhering to trans women are women principles means they must publicly side with serial rapists And oops, the optics of that are making them feel a bit icky. Don't like the sound of female rage? Find your own fucking safe space of your own. Yeah.